Ba-doom.
Well, Daddy-o, looks like I'm back and back and chill, Daddy-o. It's been a good long while. It's been a good long time. Get on longer, longer, long. It's a longer, longer, long. It's a longer, longer, long. 20 years later. It's a longer, 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 long. Okay, so it's been a while, it feels kind of weird, as we haven't done this in a while. Why? Because well, in the Satterground universe, time is very irrelevant, and you haven't produced a video in about a month. Well, to us, that could feel like just the other day or something. Well, we do have a new guest. The me collabs are always for like usually introducing new talent. And you know, I know, Daddy-o. I know you're gonna say, but you got like 10 people, but then sometimes they only come out with a video like every few months or something. What's that about? Well, Daddy-o, I can't explain. The Metrotractica thing is kind of weird. And, sometimes we do things that don't really pan out, like we had that podcast show. What was it? The Morning Melon. We didn't really kind of like the writers couldn't really think of anything to do with those guys. I mean, maybe they'll come into play someday. I don't know. I mean, but we keep everyone's on a lifetime contract, so they're really kind of waiting around, waiting for us to make up something for them. So we got a guest here, and he is called the game scientist. I know, Daddy-o, I know. It's not very imaginative. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people named that, but you know, it's a Metrotractica branded game scientist. It's some yumminess. So, welcome aboard. First, hello, Doc Matty. Um, uh, uh, you haven't fired your voice up yet there? Sometimes with new characters, Daddy-o, we have to let them kind of tune their voice a little bit. Oh, yes, that's true, sir. How's that sound? Oh, Daddy-o, that's just right. It doesn't sound like any other kind of characters in the Saturn God universe. Uh, Tell me about yourself. Well, actually, what it is I love video games, and so I like to test them and thoroughly look into them very well. And um, well, see, we got a game here. If you want to play on the screen. Oh, sure, Daddy-o. That would be fine. There's a file lady on the screen. Okay, if you want to call her fine. Okay. Daddy-o, she's great looking. Okay. Uh, so what we got here is we got Miss Pac-Man here. Yeah, so Daddy-o, what we gonna do is show what you do. I mean, you play the games and then you put a little commentary here and there. Oh yeah, see, I don't really like I don't really like yeah, I don't do a lot of commentary. I'm not like there's just some dead air here and there. And oh yeah, Daddy-o. I mean, we've been, thinking about maybe just having someone play a video game, every once in a while that just deals with oh, there you go. Well, look out there. Eh, yeah, so what it is Miss Pac-Man. Well, this is Miss Pac-Man. I usually play Pac-Man most of the time, but I took a shot at playing Miss Pac-Man, and well, I always like about the Pac-Man games is it's always about your first reaction to things. Uh, it's about your first reactions to things, and yeah, Daddy-o. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, uh, yeah, yeah. So the thing is with Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, is it's not a but you cannot second guess yourself. You have to trust your instincts, and that's something that's a great thing. It is a brilliant game. Unfortunately, it's a concept that really you pretty much hit within about 2 games. It's not really something that you could do forever. Which is really why Pac-Man has been forced to kind of change so much. And yeah. Oh, Daddy, oh, that's a humdinger of a thing. So, yeah, I guess you just analyze the games and stuff. Yes, mostly I just analyze the games and say, okay, it's doing this here instead of doing it last there. Okay, so that's very interesting, Daddy, because I don't think you're a very good gamer. oh, but you don't understand. It's about the science. The science of sucking or something, Daddy-o, like, oh, okay. I mean, you do you. I mean, but now look, you're welcome here to Metrotrecica. I kind of got your press release here about what you do and all, and I understand it. Yeah. Daddy-o, that really oh, there you go. I start to do better now. Um, yeah, that this kind of game isn't exactly your thing. You're actually more into Bethesda and you know, the bigger open world games. Yes, I have a tendency to like the open world games better. I think the science is a much better and more proven thing over, an old retro game like Pac-Man, but you asked me for a good demo we could do together, and this is it. And I didn't mean to do that. Didio, what is Didio? Didio, slow down! Oh shit! Hold on, Daddy-o. Uh, hold on, Daddy-o. Oh, this is embarrassing. Daddy-o, what did? I think you must have hit the wrong key or something. Yeah, yeah. Well, Daddy-o, sometimes things happen. I mean, really, I should have a keyboard on my lap while doing this, Daddy-o. It's been a long time, we really haven't made much content here on Metro Trek in a while, and some of our talent they've been kind of sucking with some things, and you know, uh, over the last month, I had him go work at a restaurant, washing dishes or something. Excuse me? Well, yeah. I mean, here at Metrotrecica, we actually do force our talent to pick up some menial jobs, and fully dock their paychecks they get from that. I didn't know you do that. That's kind of scary. What? Oh, Daddy-o, don't worry. It's just a little scrubby, on Saturday night. Just a little scrubby, and maybe flipping a few burgers or something. We make our talent. We make them work. I mean, it could be worse. We could have you move furniture. Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Hey, Daddy-o, it's rocking. Yeah, you signed that contract. That's a pint of blood right there. But you just keep playing Miss Pac-Man. You just keep playing the Pac-Man. Don't think about things. Never think about things. Daddy-o. But yeah. So you're so you telling me that poor Ole Anderson guy? He's just he was just oh Oh, Daddy-o. Oh, yeah, yeah. I went for dinner at this local restaurant we have him working at it, and I went back there. I went back to the kitchen, and I just kind of smiled, and I had my coffee, and I just watched him, Daddy-o, washing dishes, Mr. Anderson, and yeah, he didn't look happy. And I told him, Daddy-o, smile a little bit. And then he did this goofy smile. It was so cute. Because, here at Metrica, we tell you to smile. You smile wide and brim, man. You do. Because you're contractually supposed to. Okay, so, okay. I guess I'll have to remember that when I'm working at some burger hut or something, or well, Daddy-o, I don't think there's many of that around anymore. Yeah. So explain what's going on. Like, wow, I just lost. What? Oh, Daddy-o, you shouldn't lose. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. We're on a show. I don't know. But yeah. So it's all about first reaction. I mean, this is a fairly simple game, but it's uh, uh wow, Daddy-o's. You're not doing well enough to say it's simple. It's a very challenging game, Daddy-o. It's it used to be a quarter muncher at one point, and you gotta. Oh, I saw a mistake there, Daddy-o. Yeah, so that's the problem. You gotta keep on top of that kind of stuff. Well, there you go. You got the cherry. It's all that matters. And now you're cornered. Yeah. So that's not the biggest problem is getting cornered like that. That's tough. That's some tough stuff. Yeah, Daddy-o, I can imagine. Okay, so we're gonna swing around here like this and then like that. Grab our ghost, grab some more pellets. This is like something like Pavlov conditioning, it's I kind of like this. Yeah, I kind of mind you. Well, the Pavlov conditioning is when they would have dogs be given reward or punishment. They would, after a while, they would be able to navigate through a maze, and they would be able to get them to react the way they wanted them to based on reward and punishment. Oh, Daddy-o, I just love that. Yeah, and it's that's the whole Pavlov system. Now, see, this is not how I generally amaze. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, Daddy-o, you shouldn't put yourself down like that because I'll do that for you. That was terrible. You shouldn't have done that. I know. I'm sorry. Well, Daddy-o, there's no sorry here on Metro Traffic Guy. There's only do. You got to do, and you got to do it a lot. Uh, well, yeah, that's true. My strengths are mostly the Bethesda games and stuff, but that's true, Daddy-o. So explain, like the way it will work is you said that you don't commentate for the whole video. You just sort of like kind of chime in here and there. Yes, yes, yeah. We first let the science kind of play out, and as the science plays out, then we can we can do that, and then we can commentate a little bit, afterwards. But you know, again, Pac-Man though. I know it was just sort of a, we were trying to. I was trying to figure something for the show because it's only like 30 minutes. You wanted like a 30-minute footage, and I said, well, how about a retro game like Pac-Man? Like. Oh yeah, Daddy. Oh, that's totally square, Daddy. Oh, totally square. Oh yeah, it's totally square. I guess whatever that means. I'm not into sort of beatnik kind of language and stuff, you know. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's all about that first reaction, of course. Of course. Oh, Daddy, oh, that makes sense, you know. I mean, um, well, Daddy, I was just trying to think of something else to say. uh, yeah, we haven't done one of these shows in so long. Usually, usually our characters are a little more fleshed out. You're a brand new character. You're brand new, you know. So we gotta think about some things. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, folks at home. We're kind of filling things in for now, and we kind of on Metrotrecica for 2025. What is going on is we're gonna try to do a very big purchase. We're gonna try to bring in some real talent to the show. I feel that a lot of our talent as it is, they're kind of, they're, like with the exception of Algo. Algo's the real powerhouse on the show, when she wants to do a show. That's the kind of the problem. Her daytime job is working as like a Death Star for YouTube, destroying poor little channels and stuff. So really, poor Algo is just busy. She's the YouTube algorithm, and she's just you don't want to mess with her. You know, I know there's someone out there giggling or something. I wouldn't giggle with her. She's fairly frightening woman. I mean, very frightening person, Daddy O. But yeah. So a lot of our talent are just sort of like filler. We just started Metro Trek like last year, so well, at least a year or two ago. So I don't know. Time seems to fly. I don't know. But I think we've only gone pretty much a year so far. I think we have. So, and we've need to come up with some real heavyweights. Some people who have do put on a show once a week. They're not put on a show once every few months or once a month or whatever. And that's what we're looking for. Because we're in this Stalingrad universe, we have we have enemies that we're trying to compete against. We're trying to compete, it's all just capitalism. Yeah. So here, this is not ideal. If you get this many ghosts behind you, you really don't want to be eating the pellets directly in front of you while they're coming at you, because they're coming at you. They're actually coming at you faster than you're moving. So you gotta time this right. And so, usually in Pac-Man, not Miss Pac-Man, but usually what I like to prefer to do is to try to make a very nice clear track. Because you will notice when there's no pallets, yeah, you go just a little faster in them. But when you're eating those pallets, you start to go slower. Oh, Daddy, that's true. Man, you gotta watch yourself. Yeah, you gotta watch yourself. So usually what I prefer to do is, if you kind of look at that maze, try to make like a square pattern first, that to make a clear track. Because then if you need to get out, you need to get going, you need to go going fast, you know, you could do that. So, Daddy, the real threat? Which ghost is the worst threat? Well, of course, that would be the pink ghost. That pink ghost is relentless. If it spots you, it just goes and goes and goes. It's a very relentless enemy. You know. So as you can kind of see what I'm doing, this is well, except for right there, it's mostly to try to follow that. Oh, Daddy, you got a Chivo. Oh, that's a good stuff. Yeah, that's very good stuff. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we do here. We that try to find the science that works best in the different scenarios. Pac-Man is probably the hardest game. I mean, I've been told about other games, but the Pac-Man, as far as what it was in the retro days, is a fairly brutal game. Oh, Daddy, oh, it is. Oh, yeah. So generally, you're trying so hard to just make sure you try to get that path clear. So if you have to move, you can move. Uh, oh, I generally find that with well, Pac-Man, that really what really helps is just to move, move, move. Just to you keep playing it, it does help because it seems that as you get better with your first reaction, remember, no guessing, don't guess, just go. It does help, but it doesn't take much, and then before you screw up. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you'll screw up, and then the game will you kind of just lucked out. You just but you can see it. You can see it. That at any second you could really screw up bad, and yeah, Daddy-o, you seem to definitely be proving there. I mean, there was some that really got kind of tight right there. Oh, definitely got kind of tight. Definitely. I mean, I tell you what, Daddy-o, like kind of tired and stuff. I think that will be it for the show. We'll just kind of let it play out and let people watch it, and stuff, and that'll be a good time to kind of just let it play out, folks. We'll see you next show, and you can watch the rest of the game. Daddy-o, we'll see you then.
About Saturn Productions. Welcome to Saturn Productions. Founded in 2006, we specialize in spirituality books, comic books, and old public domain books that have long been forgotten. We also have done artwork for war history books and fiction-based works. We recommend our Ethiopic Holy Bible Volume 1 that is quite popular and attempts to bring the books of Enoch back into the Bible's list of books. The Ethiopic Holy Bible Volume 1 also has a few selections from Josephus, a Jewish historian, and also the book has Jubilees and the Apocrypha, which is also available in Catholic Bibles. Now available is our SLV Holy Bible, Saturn Literal Version, that uses Sir Lancelot Breton's English Septuagint for the Old Testament and Young's literal version with some KJV/Douay Rheims verses for the New Testament. It features an Apocrypha with books never seen in the Bible. The books within the Apocrypha are not canon and are here for historical reasons. This Bible has the words of Christ in red.